Amazing. Hello, Capricorns. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 7th, going to the 13th of November. I'm doing things very differently in your reading. So maybe that's a lesson for you guys within this week is about doing things differently. Doing the same things, but maybe trying different methods to improve something, but we'll see. I'm going to excuse the mic. I know a lot of people have an issue with it because of the sound of it. However, it is, trust me, I've just been testing it out all day, a lot better than using any other thing that I have at the moment. So until I can get something better, unfortunately, we're stuck with it. But hopefully, most of you can hear me okay, and the rest of you can hear me just about. Okay. I'm going to start your reading. Bear with me if I'm looking off to the sides because I've got some new things going on with the camera. You'll see when it starts focusing. But, anyways, Capricorns, let's jump into your reading, okay? Let's see what's going on for you guys for the week ahead. Oh, it's very Capricorn energy coming through, but a very happy outcome. Like I said, I say this in a lot of readings where nothing is a coincidence when I turn the camera on. So the fact that I'm trying something new in your reading specifically just tells me that this is something that you guys could be doing or you're being advised to do. There we go. It might be difficult for you to focus on more than one thing at this time. It's like tunnel vision for Capricorns, please. Okay, let's get current energy. Which deck do I want to use? Let's try this one then. For Capricorn, please. Interesting. Did not expect that to come up. All right, blockages. You got a lot of good things. This is good. Okay, so what's this the oracle's talking about then? That's exactly the amount that I wanted. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's talk about it. Because I see a lot of work going on. And by the way, of course, we get a message saying to make sure that you're also having a rest, which is coming up in both your tarot cards with the Four of Swords coming through. This is a card of resting, healing, taking time out where it's necessary. Doing the inner work is also really important because you do also have doubts coming through. So I feel like things are really working out for you. But there is some doubts coming through, and this says I release the need to know all the answers. Okay, so this is something we need to do to stop doubting ourselves, because one, this will really improve your self-esteem, which is on the bottom of the deck here, which says I possess the gifts to the soul that benefit me and others. I can't read backwards here, unfortunately. So we might be doubting ourselves and our ability to be of service to people, to be able to help people, or again, just our place in the world. And this combination of cards is really kind of like improving that. So you're going to be improving your self-esteem, your self-worth, your ability to do things, and your recognition for yourself, to be able to see that for yourself. Which could be where the inner work is being done. I thought this had a lot to do with your career, but actually maybe the focus is actually on the inside stuff, which we've been having actually for a little while now, or it could be on both. But I'm actually seeing a lot of celebration coming through, although this is actually coming through as a bit of a blockage for you. Maybe you're feeling a little bit like unwilling to go out and do things, because this is a card of celebration. It's a card of going out, having fun. So this coming up in a blockage, maybe you're feeling like you don't have the energy to, or you don't have the people to do this with. All right. So there's a bit of a blockage there. Maybe this is again you celebrating things that you have done for yourself because of these doubts. You're feeling like you constantly have something else to do, but you're not allowing yourself to take some time to have a bit of a break, or again to celebrate life. All right, in the present, it's really important too. In your current energy, one thing I didn't say. The other oracle deck we have is time for a nap, by the way, which is just suggesting that you need sleep, you need time out, you need a bit of a break, especially if you're pregnant. For some of you guys, like I get the sense that maybe some of you are pregnant. We have the Empress here as well, which just clarifies it even more. Great, perfect. So if not, you're bringing something to life, all right? These are a bit of growing pains maybe for some of you, which is why sometimes it's necessary to heal. I'm kind of seeing the imagery of like, in order to grow muscles, This is a metaphor, unless you are doing this. You have to really push and stretch yourself beyond your limit and then have that bit of rest before you get back at it again. So it's about making sure that if you're wanting to grow, if you're wanting to progress and to get bigger, maybe this is in life in general, in your career, you're wanting to grow, you're wanting to go up to the next levels. This is really coming out saying here that we also need time to rest too, because I see that you're very busy at this time. This is very Capricorn energy actually with the clean it up card, because you're having to do a lot. This is leadership energy. This is independent energy. Okay, there's a lot that you have on your shoulders at this time. There's probably a lot that you needed to do from the past that you're having to do, that you're now having to do in the present. So you can then focus on your future. For some of you, again, you're having to deal with other people's mess here. This could be your children, or this could be people around you. You are doing this, which is good. But again, one thing that Spirit's really pointing out here is only really do things that are necessary. Do not carry responsibilities of other people that are not yours to carry here. We understand, Capricorn, that you are a helper. You definitely are someone who's capable of carrying a lot of weight, and this is probably why you do overstretch yourself to help others. However, make sure that these are people who we can trust, people who are not taking advantage of you, and also people who do not have second intentions, because this to be fair card does say and does suggest that there are some things around you, could be people, could be situations, it's up to you to decide, that are not within your best interest and that better off being left behind. Okay, because you're growing, you're achieving, you're pushing yourself forward, you're taking responsibility for things that you're responsible for. That just make sure that you're not carrying too much, because I feel like you may be carrying other people's weight and that is holding you back. Okay, so just be aware of that. Now you have the Lovers and the Empress in your current energy, so this is a lot of love going on around you. The Empress is of course ruled by Venus as well. So this is an energy where you're calling abundance into yourself, which is really nice to see. This is a time of where you will get some rewards, some results, some compliments, some recognition for your work. This is also where you're giving yourself that, which is good, because this is aligned to what we were saying in the beginning. This could be attracting in love. This is helping you to make the right decisions with the Lovers, because of course it is about a choice here being made, and you're being advised to choose you. You're being advised to choose what is in alignment to who you're wanting to be and who you're wanting to become, which is likely to be in this Empress mode. So a lot of you doing the hard work so that you can relax like the Empress is. Okay, but again, there are some things to celebrate for everyone's as a milestone here. So make sure you're celebrating. Some of you could be having a baby shower at this time, or there's some invites that you could be getting around this time, and Spirit saying to do it. All right, let your hair down. It's good to do these things. You have the Magician energy as well, for what I was clarifying in your oracle cards, these things that we're having to work super hard on. So of course it's something that we're trying to manifest. This is, again, it could be something to do with communication for some of you, if you do communication or like networking, or like some of you work online, I can see, or with like something to do with like, I don't know, I'm seeing a lot to do with technology here. The Magician is saying that you have very good skills. It's about seeing that here. You could be very busy, which we keep seeing, and that email just confirms it, by the way. It's a bit of a confirmation. The Seven of Wands is like, there's a lot on your plate right now, and it does feel like there's a lot against you. You're kind of having to do one thing after the other, or multiple things at once, which is where I said in the beginning, you might find it hard to multitask at this time. The Seven of Wands is coming through as saying, look, you can push past this, all right? It does feel like you're doing a lot by yourself, but this time will end, so don't worry. There's like sun at the end of the tunnel here, light at the end of the tunnel, should I say. But there's a lot that you're doing externally, internally. It's a lot going on. Let's get some advice, please. Rewards. This is good. The money is coming in. You guys could be getting a new opportunity. This is something very solid, very stable. And don't worry, I'm going to clarify the Lovers for those who are interested in any romantic messages. The Ace of Pentacles is all about a new avenue, a new venture. This is something that is stable, something that is rewarding for you. This is something that is true, honest, all right, and something that's been given to you. So this could be an opportunity that you're attracting in. Nine of Wands, though, you might have some trust issues with this. This just tells me you've come out of something unstable, or something that didn't end so well. Or again, you've been going through the battle here, so you're feeling like maybe this opportunity might be too hard for you to accept. Spirit is saying, let go of the trust issues here, and understand that this opportunity could actually be very good for you. But the Nine of Wands can sometimes be an inability to see that because you're in a defensive energy. You might be unwilling to accept this because you have too much going on. But it feels like this Ace of Pentacles might alleviate some stress, actually. Let's see what this is. Yeah, it actually feels like this could be some support or some help that you're not trusting. The Knight of Cups coming through is, again, most likely someone coming through as an offer, an emotional one, someone who cares. This is something that is caring, especially with the Strength card, by the way. So regardless whether this is work or anything else, this is coming from a generous and giving place. The Strength card coming through is kind of saying that you've deserved this. I feel like this is coming through as a gift for your resilience. Knight of Cups, by the way, is also a card of kind of crossing that emotional boundary or border, should I say. I always kind of describe this card as you're moving to new territories, almost like coming outside a comfort zone here. But in order to come outside a comfort zone, we have to go through that bit of like a weird, uncomfortable energy, which is showing through as this river here. That's how I read this card. So it's asking for strength. This is not an easy thing for you to accept because it's unusual. I think there is some trust issues involved, or again, the inability to let your guard down to accept this kind of help or to accept this reward. But they're asking you to. Let's see in terms of love, please, Spirit. There could be a compromise coming through. Okay, this is more coming through for people who are already in a relationship or already dealing with someone here. It feels like things are balancing themselves out, which is nice to see. With the Six of Pentacles, could be, again, this is a giving and receiving energy. Things are mutual. Seven of Pentacles, working on this relationship together. It may feel a little bit slow or stagnant at times, but the Seven of Pentacles is the fact that it is moving, it is growing, but sometimes we can't see it on the surface. But deep down, those roots are really grounding themselves, all right? Two of Wands, thinking about the future here. Maybe there's like a project you guys will be working on together, again, an investment together. Could be a home, could be career, like could be a business partnership or whatever, but this is about moving forward. This is about expanding your horizons with this person. You could be moving, traveling, or going outside your comfort zone in this relationship. This is a good sign. All right. Let's see, for those who are single. Oof. All right, stay single. Just kidding. Do what you like. But we do have the Eight of Cups and a Ten of Swords, which is where we're saying we've just had to walk out with something very troublesome. All right, Ten of Swords is very, I'm going to say soul destroying. Something was very soul destroying actually for you, and might take a little bit for you to move on from. Eight of Cups suggests that this was not emotionally fulfilling, or the way that things ended was very abrupt. It was definitely a choice you had to make. For some of you, it was like, a choice you had to make. Either you stay in this and get completely destroyed even further because this person or this situation, again, I'm keep hearing soul destroying. Maybe someone really took your light from you, or the situation took your light from you. So this is why it's about kind of rediscovering yourself maybe after this. For those who are single anyways. Eight of Cups, walking away from things that don't serve you. This could even be failed talking stages and stuff. You know, it's moving away from people who just aren't in alignment to you. Because I think you're still finding yourself, actually, Capricorn. So in the meantime, love your energy, ground your energy, and focus on that. All right, let's get you some tea leaf tarot. Beautiful. One more. Didn't I tell you? Romance, celebration, and party. Go out and have some fun. You could find someone there for some of you. We have the Sun, happiness, and well-being, which is a very positive card, by the way. And you also have, look at this. Look at all this saying, light-hearted, carefree time. This week, you're going through a lot. Feels like same new day, same shit, basically. I don't think I'm allowed to swear, but it's my rules. It's really asking for you to understand that amongst all this pressure and amongst all these shifts or these difficult responsibilities that you're having to keep up with, don't forget to enjoy yourself. All right, life is too short to focus only on the goals. Goals only last as long as they're there for, you know, and then we're on to the next Just make sure you're also giving yourself the validation by validating yourself. All right. I love you. I wish you all the best, Capricorns, and I hope to see you guys next time. Okay.